All right, so now that we've talked about the best movies of the year, let's go in and talk about some of the worst of the year. Hey everybody, welcome back to Drinks and a Movie. Chris Hamker here with you. We talked about the best, now let's get into the worst. Or at least the worst in my opinion. All film is subjective. There's going to be some movies on here that some people loved, and especially the first two I want to talk about, which is my two most overrated movies of the year. First, Dunkirk. Yep, Dunkirk. I call Dunkirk the most expensive, elaborate, and well-made war reenactment of all time. And that's pretty much what it is. It's as if we went to a beach and saw this amazing spectacle and then left feeling a little empty inside. And the reason I say that is because I just felt like it didn't have any character development and really any kind of story. It was just, here, watch this for 2 hours and then go on about your day. The next one is Star Wars: The Last Jedi, made by a guy who doesn't really know or like Star Wars. That's right. I felt Star Wars was a handful of great moments, and that's about it. Otherwise, this movie is made by a guy who either didn't like Star Wars or didn't really want to do a Star Wars movie. He just wanted to do his own story and forget about a lot of the other stuff that had been either set up before or really dealt with. A lot of the scenes seemed like that they were out of a war movie or an on-Earth movie instead of something made in space in the Star Wars universe. And I didn't really like it, and most people did. So, super overrated. All right, now these next group of movies are, to me, the worst movies of the year. And so let's have a drink for my homies, put these movies in the ground, and never think about them again. So, number 5. That's right, Alien Covenant. Alien Covenant is a movie made by Ridley Scott that's set in the Alien / Prometheus / Michael Fassbender fluting himself universe. This movie just, I think, assumed that either they didn't care about the audience or they assumed the audience was stupid, because all the characters are dumb. They do dumb things. It's kind of boring. They try to make Prometheus 2 an Alien prequel all in one, and it just didn't fit. All right, number 4. Yep, it's Kingsman: The Golden Circle. This movie had all the right components in there, but then they just decided to fuck it up some way, somehow. They take this great idea of this universe that is turning James Bond on its head and making it cool and accessible again for like younger audiences. And the first one really worked. It really worked a lot. But then this one, they have Channing Tatum that just disappears the first 10 minutes of the movie. They just do everything wrong. They turn this a universe that was stylized into a cartoon, and that is just a terrible idea. All right, number 3. Yep, The Dark Tower. The Dark Tower is a perplexing one to me because I have no idea, still to this day, who this movie is made for. Is it made for audiences that don't know anything about the book? Because it couldn't be, because you need to know a little bit in order to understand some of the characters, because it's 80 minutes long. Is it made for lovers of the book? Well, it couldn't be, because it's 80 minutes long. This movie just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why it was made. I don't know what committee said this was a good idea to spend money on this. So, Dark Tower. Do better next time, guys. Number 2. Big 2. The big pooper. Baywatch. Baywatch. How, for the love of God, how do you take Zac Efron and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and suck all of the charisma out of them? I don't know how you do it. This movie I was very excited about, because those two guys, along with the sensibilities and the fertile ground, fertile playground of Baywatch. I mean, this thing, you could do so many funny things with this, and they did nothing with this idea of this campy's 90 TV show that starred David Hasselhoff. They couldn't even make that funny, which astounds me. All right, here we go, everybody. Number one, my number one most hated movie of the year, and it shouldn't have surprised anybody who watches my channel for, regularly. Which, if you do, thanks. Come on, it's Transformers 5. Transformers 5, The Last Night. Man, I did almost a half-hour drunken rant on just the plot of the movie. I didn't even go into why. Or how when they did the plot of the movie, how badly it was made. I didn't go into any of that, but I didn't have to. Just the plot itself was enough. So, cheers, everybody. Let's have another drink. Put these movies in the ground to never be spoke of again. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what your top worst movies of this year was, or biggest disappointments, or what you thought was overrated. Let me know why I'm wrong. And if you like this, please like, share, subscribe down here at the bottom. Cheers, everybody. Have a drink on me.